Hey folks, Jim Denham here. I just wanted to quickly go over something with you. I got out this morning, took a few pictures, but I wanted to share something with you in how I edited one of the pictures this morning in Luminar. I just downloaded the latest update to Luminar. To be honest with you, I'd been totally disappointed in it. But then yesterday I went ahead and launched and installed the latest revision. And lo and behold, it seems to be working okay. It still seems like it's a little buggy, but not too bad. I'm pretty happy with it. So this is an image right here that I shot this morning from over on Essery Road. The clouds were just awesome this morning. But this is what it looked like out of the camera. You can see I exposed for the clouds and it was a little bit dark. But after I brought it into Luminar, did some raw develop, and if you can look here over here on the side, the only thing I've really done in raw develop was I reduced the highlights to where it brought down the exposure in the clouds, and then I increased the shadows to where it brought all this out, and it did a really good job of bringing that out. It looks really good. But I wanted to show a couple other things that I did here. The first thing I did was I grabbed the Accent AI filter. This is artificial intelligence, and you, it basically, when you slide this slider, it decides what enhancements to make to your image based on what it sees as being right. So I usually use this, but I don't usually use it too great. I only go to about 20 or so on here, and you can see what the difference is. I'm going to toggle it off and on, but as I slid this to the right, it just basically brightened, sharpened, gave a little bit more definition to the image. So I liked it there. All right. The other thing that's pretty neat about Luminar 3.02 is it's got this AI sky enhancer. So not only do you have an AI filter, but you also have a sky enhancer. And when you hit it, you can see that it will bring down the exposure of the highlights in the clouds, but then also add a little contrast. We'll click that back and forth there, and it looks really good. It really made a big difference in that sky, which I liked a lot. And then the saturation and vibrance, I really didn't do a whole lot there, just increased the vibrance a little bit, but it really didn't matter. I could have done without that. And I didn't do anything to the clarity, I'm pretty sure. Just a small adjustment in the clarity. It didn't make a whole lot of difference. And so I went down and I added the black and white conversion. So because there's no color really to speak of in this, I wanted to make it black and white. So I turned on the black and white conversion and give it a second. There it goes. Okay, now while in the black and white, pretty sure I clicked on the green filter. That allows the grass to come out a little bit compared to everything else, which is nice for detail. And then I increased the contrast just up to 12, nothing major. But then also tried to balance out my histogram by bringing the whites up a little bit. And it really made a really nice balanced image there. I really like it. And then another filter I added was the details filter. In the details, I just made small adjustments, but it brings out that detail in that image a lot. I really like it. It's a really strong filter. You got to be careful how much you use it, but especially here in the foreground, it really brings out a lot of those details. There's a little bit of noise up here in these clouds with the amount of clarity and enhancement that we've done. So I added a denoise filter and brought it up to about 23. That's going to lessen that down quite a bit. So that's that. And then color temperature. I like doing this with black and white images. Just straight black and white is okay sometimes, but sometimes I like to increase the temperature to either make them more of a sepia type color or even more of a blue type. And in this case, we went a little bit warmer than the original, so it warmed up the image a little bit, which is really nice. And then the last thing I did was add a vignette, and you can see this is what we started out at right here, and this is what we ended up at. All of this with just some quick slider adjustments in here, and so yeah, it's really happy with the way this is coming out. If we hit full screen here, there's the image by itself in full screen. I really like this image. It was really good getting out this morning. Finally stopped raining enough, but we still had some clouds, so that was really cool. So anyways, just wanted to share that really quick. Still playing around with this Luminar. I don't know if I'm sold on this yet or not, but I'm getting some good results. Another thing that's really neat about Luminar while we're here is when you export, there's an export ability to send to SmugMug. Now my main website is a SmugMug site, so this was really neat because now I'm able to, just like in Lightroom, I can export directly to a gallery in SmugMug, which makes it very easy for me because I even blog out of SmugMug now, and that means that the image is already there straight from my catalog. So there's a lot of things they've done well in this update. Hopefully they'll keep going, and it'll continue to get better. But anyways, that's it for now. You got any questions, comments, leave them down below, and I'll get back to you just as soon as you get them on there. Really appreciate it. Talk to you later.